Alright guys, so the next kind of transformation we are looking at is a rotation. So we're rotating about the origin here. And we are going to go over how to draw a rotation together in class because that's something a little tricky to do on the smartboard. So we'll go through that together. So skip over that one. And we're going to talk about just rotating a certain number of degrees. And you can see in here the image of what's happening as we're rotating. So here's our original point, XY. We will only rotate using these coordinate points, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, or 270 degrees. So when we rotate 90 degrees, it turns into the opposite of Y, X. Here's what I want you to notice that's happening. So we took this point, XY, and we switched their places. So it's Y, then X. And then we made the first one the opposite to get to that 90 degrees. I'm showing you this because it's going to help you to come up with this and maybe not have to memorize. Now, for a rotation of 180, it's the opposite of X, opposite of Y. Now, if you look at our 90 degree rotation, we switch their places. I have X, and I have the opposite of Y, and then I make the first one the opposite. That gives us that 180. And then our 270 is Y and the opposite of X. So again, if I switch their places, I have the opposite of Y, opposite of X, but I make the first one the opposite of that. It's back to just normal Y. Be careful with that negative. Notice I'm saying opposite because if it was positive, it becomes negative. If it's negative, though, it becomes positive. So it's just the opposite. In this case, it just goes back to regular Y. So that's just a way to help you memorize that rule. We can talk about that in class as well. Okay, so it says graph this quadrilateral. So I'm going to go ahead and plot KLMN. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 is point K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 is point L. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 is point M. And 1, 2, negative 1 is point N. So there's my original figure. Now it says to rotate it 270 degrees. And so you can go back and look at your rule, but this is something you should have memorized. And your rule tells you that it's Y opposite of X. So that means K prime, I need to switch their places. So 2 was my Y value, and then 3 was my X value, so now it's going to be the opposite of 3. For L, I'm going to switch their places and make the X value the opposite. So for M, switch their places and then make that X value the opposite. And then for N, switch them again and make the X value the opposite. So I'm going to plot those points now. So 2, negative 3 is K prime. 2, negative 4 is L prime. Negative 3, negative 4 is M prime. And negative 1, negative 2 is N prime. So notice that shape is the same, it just rotated around, which is what this next theorem says. A rotation is an isometry. It hasn't changed size or shape. Okay, so knowing that it's an isometry, if we have rotated the figure, then we should be able to match up the pieces and solve for Y is what this is asking for. But I noticed that 7y seems to match up with 3x plus 1. I don't know what x is, so I'm going to start over here with 3x and 6. So if I know that 3x is equal to 6, I know that x equals 2. And then I have 3x plus 1 equals 7y. So now I have 3 times 2 plus 1 equals 7y. So that's 7 equals 7y. Well, we divide by 7 on both sides, and y equals 1. Alright, we'll get back to that drawing in class. If you have any other questions about rotations or any of these transformations, please come in and see me. I'll see you in class.